We arrived at the airport, bound for Hawaii. At the counter, my brother brandished his first-class ticket as a trophy. Have you ever been so utterly, completely invisible to the people who are supposed to love you most? What if they saw you as nothing but a walking punchline, a perpetual disappointment? That was my life for 19 years. But I swear, I never imagined the moment they'd finally push me too far would happen in front of hundreds of strangers at LAX, with my brother mocking my economy class ticket, completely oblivious to the military jet waiting just for me. My name is Rachel. I'm 42 years old, and for nearly 2 decades, my family has believed I'm nothing more than a glorified paper pusher. They think I shuffle forms at some boring government office, barely scraping by. But deep down, I knew who I really was. And a little piece of me always hoped they would too. It all came to a head on Thanksgiving. I just pulled into the driveway in my rusted Ford F-150, the gravel crunching under the tires. It was late afternoon, and I was running on fumes, straight off a 24-hour shift at the Pentagon, monitoring some volatile situation in the South China Sea. My eyes burned, every muscle screamed for sleep. But I was there. I always showed up. And, of course, there was no room for me. My brother Garrett's brand new, pearl-white Tesla Model X was sprawled across the driveway like an alien spaceship, taking up space for 2 cars, gleaming offensively in the autumn sun. I just sighed, parked my truck halfway on the damp lawn, and before I could even cut the engine, the front door swung open. There stood Garrett, glass of Pinot Noir in hand, not an apron in sight, but a cashmere sweater that probably cost more than my truck's transmission. "Jesus, Rachel," he yelled, not even bothering to come down the porch steps. "Do you have to park that heap on the lawn? You're bringing down the property value. I swear I saw an oil leak trailing you from the highway." "Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Garrett," I mumbled under my breath, grabbing my heavy duffel bag. It wasn't just clothes, it held a secure satellite phone that I prayed wouldn't ring. Inside, the house reeked of roasted sage, butter, and the suffocating scent of expectation. My father, naturally, was glued to the 85-inch flat-screen TV, another gift from Garrett, cheering on the Lions. "Hi, Dad," I said, leaning in for a kiss he barely registered. "Hey, kid. You're late. Garrett's been here since noon. Helped your mom set up the smart home system." "I was working, Dad. Shift ran long." He finally glanced at my wrinkled flannel shirt and cargo pants, scoffing. "Working? Stamping forms at the DMV must be exhausting." I bit my tongue. The metallic taste of copper was so familiar. "If only you knew, Dad. If only you knew those forms I stamped last night prevented a naval blockade." Then came dinner. The table was a Norman Rockwell masterpiece, golden turkey, mounds of stuffing, cranberry sauce, crystal wine glasses. My mom bustled out of the kitchen, wiping her hands on an apron. She beamed at Garrett, a ray of pure sunshine, before her gaze landed on me, dimming to a flickering candle. "Rachel, honey, try not to slouch. It makes you look defeated." The carving of the turkey was always the ritual that cemented the Roach family hierarchy. Mom skillfully sliced a massive, juicy drumstick, dark meat dripping, and placed it reverently onto Garrett's plate. "For my genius," she cooed. "You need the protein, Garrett. Running a company in Silicon Valley takes so much brain power. You look thin. Is the stress getting to you?" Garrett chuckled, swirling his wine. "You know how it is, Mom. IPO market's brutal. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next."